Sorry, guys. I um, I paused the video and it's cut it out. It's cut off. This technology is really crap. You know, um, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to start off with where I left off anyway. Now, on the old pound coins, the image is not as bold as this, but on this 2021 coin, I've just looked on the the Coin Club picture, and that is true. What isn't true, the fissile is true, but the leak, where you've got that dark line, is correct. This, however, is not. The silver part of it is not. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to have to move it slightly off screen. Yeah. So it isn't. The leak is wrong because that dark line is like the shadow. You see round here? It's just a shadow. But that's where that silver should go. That silver should go right round to about there. And the other thing that's not right is the leaf there. That should be much bolder. So this coin is definitely in its construction is wrong. Now these are the things, if you remember rightly, I was telling you about what to look for on each side of the coin. One of the things, one of the things I did note was there could be a deception because this is a so many sided coin that the outer rim um, is straight in parts. The lettering could be due to that, but I'm making excuses now. I'm only going by what I've seen with this. If you look at this, the O of 1 is really close to the edge on the outer coin. So the deception is, if you're looking at the outer edge of the coin with wording, that might happen. You may, but what you shouldn't see still, as far as I'm concerned, is on this one, on the inner, they are the same, but the O in 1 is slightly smaller. You might not think it, but it is. It's just the same as this is really wider than that. So I'm sort of making it up. And also for you to peruse, look at that. That's how those bits should look like. And you on coins that we've been looking at, you don't. Let's just have a look at that. I want to just have a. I don't want anything that's going to mark it even worse. A bit of plastic, is that worse? That should be good enough. No, it's got to be something a bit stiff. I'll tell you what would be, I'll tell you what I could use. Oh, it is dirt. Yeah, it's gone. DP is there. There you go. It's proper. Although I say it's gone, Well, I wonder what the heck that was. Because it still left a mark. Hang on, let me go back to this again. Let's see if this... Oh, it's still there. I don't know what that was. Oh, look. Look, 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 look. Looky, looky, looky. See the lines? What you really need is to see that. Come on. Yeah, it's in the... So, that definitely proves it now. In that D, it's in the D as well. It's in the depths. So that cannot be a mistrike. That is... No, not a mistrike. It's not that it can't be. It must be. That, these lines, all these lines we're seeing here, must be there first. Because if it wasn't, you'd see them go over the actual word, the script, the lettering. Look at that there, look. Look at that. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Now, you wouldn't be able to see that to the naked eye in a proof set. If you was looking at that through a piece of plastic in a proof set, you wouldn't see that at all. You know, I really can't. I'm so happy that this caught my eye. But in its defence, look at the difference in how close it is to the edge there compared to how the edge of this is much wider. Much wider. That's closer there than there. I can't. Oh, look at that, you. Oh, jeez, what? Look at that. I can't. It's a pity. I can't keep flashing from windows. As soon as I go from this set, if I pause it or if I do anything and go to another, if I minimise the page and go to something, the video starts doing or not doing what it's supposed to do. It doesn't pause. It breaks the pause. Whatever it is, it's a shame. It's a shame. I mean, look at this around the edge for the date. You're supposed to be able to see that. Let's try and take... I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, no, that should be... It's the glare of the light. But if I take that off even... Oh, hang on, let's put it back on. Let's see if it's a magnification problem. No, it's just the glare of the light. Look, you can even see lines. You can even see lines going on the opposite side to... There should be 3 lines running along here. There should be the inner, the outer, and a line running along in the middle. Okay? What are all these ones going this way? Length... No, upright. What's all this about? I'm going to have to do some... And look, even on this, there's a sign of a double edge. Oh, hang on, there, look, let's do it this way round, because you can just make out the 2021. See? It's very... Yeah, that's about the minimum light, but then you can't even see the two. It's, this is a spot on coin. No, if you let the light come in, it just obliterates it. This coin is a disgrace for 2021. And I'm sorry to say, guys, if you're buying proof sets, you're not going to know. You're not going to know. Because even, what was it? What coin did I do? Oh, it was the Queen Elizabeth £5. You do it through plastic and you can't see it. You won't see none of this. It's just mind-bogglingly crazy. So I reckon this is why no one's ever been taken to court for passing on fake coins, because you can't prove it. They can't prove it, because all you got to do is take this coin into court and compare it with a non-proof set, and if it's very similar, well, it has to be spot on similar, wouldn't it? The proof set should be a spot on, and this should be the same as well. They should be exactly the same. And if you take that as principle, therefore, as I've said a long time back in these videos, in that case, you're being set up. You're being set up. Because all coins should be the same, exactly the same, proof or otherwise. Mint, because they are admitting that they are making coins to suit the purpose. Or are they saying, let's take it the other way then, are they saying is, do they make separate runs? Is that what they're saying? Is that what they're saying? They make separate runs. Because if that's the case, then you're really being set up. If this is nothing to do with the process, and that's the way they would have to get around it. They would have to get around it is they're not. So they are making runs of coins for proof, premium, mint, BU. They're all set up. All those things are set up to be what they are. But you can prove that's a lie if you take that coin into court, because if it's not true, then you're going to prove it by this, that it must be. It's just mind-boggling. You know, for the first time in my collecting, I mean, I had this with stamps. When I used to collect stamps, looking for error stamps, I can't remember his name. He's got a really weird name, the bloke. He was creating stamps for islands, like the Scottish Islands, he was making up stamps under their name. These tiny little blobs of land. He was making up these stamps. Thing. It's really like thing bottom. I can't remember I just can't remember how it's pronounced. And he had his own print. Made. It was a big thing. He was taken to court and so forth. And I've got quite a few of them. But that was with stamps alone. He was making up all this stuff. Well, what's this if it's not made up? This is produced as it is. Not like this guy faking it. You see, nothing is true or correct in this day and age. I mean, I'm talking about stamps that are going back sort of donkeys. Oh, I'm sorry. I've never been so put off of collecting coins or stamps in any way, shape or form, because it's all engineered. It's all engineered. And you know, when you base value upon a coin, what's more valuable? A coin that is struck as it should be, perfection, or a coin that is struck not perfection, but on purpose to be fake? Because Royal Mint are exactly doing that. This coin has been allowed to enter circulation. It's fake because it's not like the original coin, how it should be. If all coins were supposed to be going through the same process, then you could say that. But they're not all going through the same process because they've omitted that by having these different criteria, these labels. Mint, set, proof, blah, blah, blah. So, let's put it another way. When you look at a catalogue, does it describe all these errors that you're seeing on normal coins, like it does stamps? Stamps, you have labels, and I've lost it. As soon as I went to change over to stamps, I can't remember. My mind is a complete blank because I've got this crap in my mind now, in trying to describe it to you. The only way it can happen is if you start buying, if you could scan proof sets on eBay. If you could scan them, and if you found one of these marks or errors on that coin, then you have the right to sue the Royal Mint, and I'm sure a court would award you a lot of money for being duped. And just think how many people are being duped if this is all true, what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know. I could be talking absolute gobbledygook. The coins that I'm showing you is proof. I can't change what I'm showing you. This is the coins that are in my change. It's just beyond me. Honestly, it really is beyond me. And I've proved the point. That this is a nice, shiny, lovely coin. Yeah, it exhibits all this scrap. So, it doesn't matter now. When you see anything mentioned in security marks, blah, 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 it means absolutely diddly squat. And like, look how far away that is from the edge. And like, if you look at the maximum coins that I've got, which is 17 and 16, if you do that, look at one thing like that and see that actually going in and out, wide and thin, if you see that, then surely that is an error. Because a proof set or a mint set should not exhibit anything like that at all. But you're not going to know, are you? If I had the money, honestly, if I had the money, I would seriously think about taking them to court because it's a scam. It's a produced scam. Engineered. It's an engineered scam. And if you was to find a proof set that has that, then as far as I'm concerned, you have every right to have your money back. At least until such time as they can produce a coin that is valid on each coin in every set, every mint set. Because if it's not the same, that's not fakery. That's engineered. So that's an engineered, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to keep calling them these labels because all the time you use labels, different labels, it's letting them off the hook. As far as I am concerned, if you buy a mint or proof set, every coin in any of those sets must be exactly the same. If they're not, then that's a lie. They're not mint or proof. That's just a load of rubbish. That's a label they're using, print or proof. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I really am. Because I'm not using terminology of numatistical fantasy. It's a disgrace. As far as I'm concerned, it's beyond a disgrace. And if I had have spent £100 or £200 on a set, and I found that out, would you or would you not be pissed off? Would you? And then you can go to the extremes of all coins. And I mean, I'm going back all coins that have these errors. Are they engineered the same as any other coin, right up to date? Do you see what I mean? If it's an engineered error, then there's no value. Is there? There's no value to it. It's unreal. There's no value to it. It's hang on a minute, let me just try. Yeah, I'm flicking now. This is better not have cut this off. No, it hasn't.